Welcome back, my name is Carey. It's finally happened. After months of looking for the perfect lot to put a manufactured home, we found one in town, and it has extra room to move around, which is just an added bonus. I'm really excited to show it off, so I'm not wasting any more time on this intro. Let's go. Before we get out there and look around, this property does need quite a bit of work. So keep an open mind as we look around and think about what it could be, not what it is right now. And then I think you'll see what I see, which is just a ton of potential. Right now, we've got an accepted offer on the property, but we're waiting for a test to come back for the septic. Once we have that, we can remove the final subjects and away we go starting the work. So we're gonna take it from the state it's in now, which is raw land with absolutely nothing, all the way to a finished manufactured home. So if you want to follow along, subscribe to my channel and you can see the entire process start to finish. We're here, and the best thing about this place is the fact that it's actually in town. That is so rare where I'm at to be able to find a property that you can put a manufactured home on that's right in town. Let's take a look. Have a look at this. Look at how big this is for in town. It's 0.39 of an acre. It starts there, goes all the way down that side. We'll head over there in just a sec, but where we're thinking about putting the house is across the lot right there or lengthwise right there. We still have to decide. So when I told you it's in a little bit of rough shape, it's overgrown, there's some debris there, there's some trees that need to come out, and it needs a lot of work. We got to put septic in, we've got to connect to the water, which is back on the road over there. So I think we're gonna put the septic tank down here and then have the field over there. So those trees are gonna come out. So this will all be yard here. These trees here will stay, but look at how big this is. I think we're gonna put an Olympic-sized swimming pool right here. No, just kidding. That's not in the budget. This will all be cleared out and leveled. There's space for a big garage. Not sure if we're going to do that yet, but you know, just a few things. It just needs to be cleaned up, and I think that's part of the reason we were able to get it at a price that works. So you got some sort of concrete pad there. Got the trees. Look at all this. So this all needs to come out because this is nice, usable yard space. But it's just kind of grown over. There used to be a house back there, but it burnt down a few years ago, and this property has just been sitting. So what do we have over here? You know, there's just stuff everywhere. A dog house. So we do have our work cut out for us, but that's okay because I think when it's done, we're going to be really happy with the result. These will come down. What are these, apple trees? Anyone knows what kind of trees these are, let me know. I don't think they're apple trees. If they are, maybe they would stay, but I don't think they are, so they'll probably come down. Here's the driveway right there. So yeah, the house will go kind of where that one is, but on this side of the fence, this will all get leveled out. Or right there. And when I go back to the office, I'll show you the different plans that we're considering. I'm kind of leaning towards having it over here. So you come in, then you could put a garage right there. So you're driving straight to the garage and walk over to the house that would be similar to the way that one is laid out, just on our side of the fence, of course. You can tell by the shape of the property that originally it was part of the mobile home park behind it, but at some point in time, for whatever reason, it was cut off and is now its own thing. So I'm gonna head down to the end of the street, find the corner and look back just so I can show you how big this property actually is. Here's the far corner of the lot, and if we look back that way to where the Jeep is, that's where the driveway is, and the property actually goes a little bit past that as well, so you can see how much frontage there is. It's a weird shape. It's like if a 4-year-old cut a piece of pie. That's kind of what the shape reminds me of, but it is quite big, and I think there's a lot of usable space on this property and definitely has a whole bunch of potential. So I'm really excited to get going on this project, but first we have to make sure that we're gonna be able to use it. So we're just waiting on that test for the septic, and then away we go. So I'm gonna head back to the office and I'll show you a couple of the different layouts we're thinking of. We've got them drawn up by an engineer, so I can show you what the plans are. And if everything comes together, then we'll be able to get started on this. Assuming everything comes together, one of the options we're looking at is having the home against the back property line lengthways. So when you pull in, the first thing you see is the long side of the home, which is great because that's gonna have a dormer. It's gonna be where the front door is. And you pull in front of the home, and then you walk in the front door. In this layout, the septic tank would be behind the home. There would be room to build a garage to the right of the home, and then the septic field is gonna be up in that far corner where I was standing looking back at the Jeep. This is a nice layout, and I typically do like having the home across the lot when possible because it just looks a little bit better when you pull in, I think. The only downside that I see is it's not gonna have a defined yard as much. So in front of the home is gonna be driveway and parking. You've got septic behind, garage to the right. Where is gonna be the yard in this layout? So let's bring up the other one. In this layout, we've got the home tucked to the left property line, front to back instead of side to side. So from the street, you're gonna see the end of the home instead of the full side of the home. And I'm kind of torn on the fence which one is gonna look better. So if you could give me some feedback, I would really appreciate that. In this layout, we've still got the septic tank in the same spot, fields in the same spot, and then we've got room for a garage in the middle. What I like about this is everything on the right-hand side past the driveway is gonna be used for yards. So it's kind of a more defined yard. You've got the front and then the side yard. The other one just kind of felt kind of too chopped up for me. So I would say this is the layout that I'm leaning towards. But like I say, we're still so early in the process that anything can change. Before we can even think of putting a new manufactured home on this property, we have a lot to get done. We have to clear the property, remove all the trees we decide to get rid of, run in the water from the road, run in the power from the road. We have to design and build the septic system, and then we have to reduce the slope on the driveway. When that's done, we can build a concrete pad, bring the house in, set it up, and decide what we're gonna do for landscaping. If you wanna see a piece of raw land, go to a move-in ready manufactured home. I'm gonna document every step of the process, tell you exactly what I'm doing and why. So if that's something that interests you, definitely subscribe to my channel. That's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.